Hi gentlemen, welcome back. I'm dating coach Naz, and in today's video I want to go over the biggest thing men overlook when approaching a woman. Okay, now I've always said this and I always will, that men right now more than ever need to start approaching a woman and connecting with a woman in person. The reason is because I feel like a lot of the times men create their assumptions about women or about relationships or about love with the data they got. And the data they got is based on 3 or 4 different dates, 3 or 4 different times you've approached women. And so then you create this narrative in your head that all women are materialistic or all women, no one's interested in me. But it's like, maybe we need to shift your mindset and obviously shift your approach and then try it again, right? It's kind of like, when I started my business, I was doing a lot of things that were not, basically aligned with my soul. And so also, I don't know, I always go to the opposite side, but I also realized that I was doing things that was actually taking my energy out of my business. So what I realized that I have to switch my strategy, I have to switch my approach. And only people that are really able to look at their faults and their flaws can do this. A lot of the times I feel like some men have a big ego and they're like, I'm fine with the way I'm doing it, but like it's not working. So maybe figure out a different way of doing things. So today I'm going to go over, I'm actually just going to give you guys one main thing, which is what I notice with men when I work with them. And the biggest thing I notice is that, when I approach women, they don't want to, they kind of ghost me afterwards or they're not really interested. So I want to kind of focus on one major thing, and that is your mindset, okay? So instead of going into approaching a woman, before you get into, that space, what I would recommend you to do is not think about the outcome. Because a lot of men, they're thinking in their head, okay, if I say this, she's going to say yes to a date. If I, do this for her, she's going to say yes to a date and I'm going to get this out of it. So when you do that, you put a lot of pressure on yourself because you start to see dating and relationships like success or failure. And then it's a bit overwhelming. Instead of that success failure mentality, what I would suggest for you to do is instead think of, how can I have fun connecting with someone new? So you're leading into this with curiosity. Think about when you're building a friendship. You're not stressed. Oh, is this friend really going to be with me for the next 10 years? Are we going to, be, is she or he loyal? Like, you don't think about these things because you're just enjoying getting to know each other. You're doing activities, you're having fun. Of course, I know in a relationship you really have to be intentional, right? But at the very starting stages, just when you're approaching women, I want you to have that fun energy as well and also be intentional. A lot of times men, they get a bit serious about dating, which I think they go too overboard, right? Like, you have to be balanced, you have to be in the middle. So you have to be intentional, you have to, ground yourself, ground your energy, all of those kind of things that I talk about, have purpose and, but at the same time, also enjoy getting to know somebody and thoroughly just be present, meaning you are not thinking of what to say in order to impress them. Instead, you're not even thinking, you literally are just observing. And when she finishes that sentence, another sentence comes out of you. You're not thinking, how do I impress her? What do I say for her to say yes to the date? You're not even thinking about that. When you do approach women, of course, you need to be intentional with what you're going to say. So I always tell, my clients always have a start, middle, and an end. It's kind of like you're seeing a story. So you have a beginning, a middle. So you're basically kind of like seeing, is she somebody that is interested in you? And then if you feel that energy, if you feel those vibes, you ask those right questions, then you ask her for a coffee or you ask her for like, let's hang out or whatever it is, right? But what this is all about is your mindset, is thinking, okay, I have my shit together. I have, I know what my vision is. I know what kind of relationship I'm looking for. I know where I want to go. I know the qualities I'm looking for. I know what values I have, and I'm looking for, because a lot of people, they want these values, but they don't actually live these values in their life. So those two are very different. It's super important to not be focused on the outcome whenever you're getting to know somebody, but thoroughly just enjoying that experience and learning about that person, okay? And I get it, because so, I get it. Sometimes when you're speaking to somebody and you're super attracted to them, you kind of fumble your words, you're overthinking, and those things are natural, right? But just that's why I always say practice. You have to practice this. And if you fail, you can't be too hard on yourself, because you're a human being and you're trying your best. So you just have to, take it one day at a time, and eventually you're going to get really good at it. It's kind of like anything in life. Whenever you do something over and over again, you're going to get really great at it, right? Women have so many reasons to say no. And what I feel like men sometimes don't understand is that it doesn't always have to be about you. Sometimes a woman is just maybe she's going through a breakup, She just had a bad fight with her friend or her mother. She's in her, the time of the month or whatever it is. She's just not open to meeting anybody new. Maybe she's in a relationship. Like, there's so many reasons why a woman might not want to kind of continue speaking or just kind of reject you. So don't always think it has everything to do with you, because that is where I feel like you put that, it hits your self-esteem, and then you stop kind of reaching out to people because you feel like, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not tall enough, I'm not good looking enough. But in reality, it's really just nothing to do with yourself. You're looking to have fun and make somebody's day. When you look at it from that perspective, I feel like then that pressure releases off of you, and you're able to really enjoy getting to know people and not be so, stuck to that narrative, that story that we keep on saying to ourselves, which really does not do us any good, really. So I really hope that this video helped you. As I said, I wanted to create a short video. If you guys agree, if you guys disagree, what are your thoughts? Let me know down below. And I hope you guys, wow, my hair is always in my mouth. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in my next one.